Today I'll be using 5 of the most dangerous kitchen gadgets ever invented, including a carrot cannon, an instant lettuce slicer, and an angle grinder salad shooter. All for an attempt to make my wife a salad.
A bug just flew out? Oh.
It goes without saying that when making a salad, you begin with carrots named julienne. But chopping carrots is hard. It would be so much easier if you could just shoot a carrot at a blade and have it chopped for you. This naturally led me to making an air-powered carrot cannon. I started by cutting up some 2-inch PVC for the air tank, and then began gluing the PVC parts together. Apparently, the PVC primer factory hired Godzilla to put the caps on, but after that it was smooth sailing until I passed out from the fumes. I then drilled and tapped each fork of the air tank, and installed the pressure gauge on one side and fill valve on the other. I now had half a cannon, or a giant water dowsing rod, or a miniature field goal. I bought a waterfowl at the store to use as my air valve, but had to do some mods. First, I cut this piece off for absolutely no reason. Then I epoxied all the holes to make it airtight, just so I could make a hole right in the middle of the cap to make it air loose. I tapped the hole, installed my $2.49 Harbor Freight trigger, and then put it all back together. I attached the modded valve in the barrel, and now was ready to test the carrot cannon.
We're only going up to 20 psi. Maybe, if we can even get pressure here. We got 1 psi. Okay, we're just under 20. Firing in 3, 2, 1. Oops. 3, 2, 1. Hey! 40 psi test. Carrots in the chamber. Let's see what happens. Oh my good lord! It's gone! There's carrot everywhere. There's carrot there. There's carrot over there. There's carrot juice on the ceiling. I've got carrot inside of me. No, I don't have carrot inside of me.
Now I know exactly what you're thinking at this point. Can a carrot go through a wall?
What?
Even though it couldn't break through the wall, it made for some spectacular confetti. Back to the point of this thing, I needed to install razor blades at the end of the barrel to make my carrots julienne as they came out. I cut notches at the end of the barrel, and then captured the blades with a coupler at the end. It looked pretty wicked, but now I had to take the barrel off every time I loaded a carrot. With the blades installed, I set up a final test to see how well it performed.
We actually have sliced carrots.
The carrot julienne cannon worked perfectly, but I've got 4 more inventions I need to make if I want to impress my wife with a delicious salad.
Really well.
Everybody knows that a proper salad has to have freshly grated vegetables on top. This cone thing usually goes in one of these salad shooters, but those rotate much too slow for me. My idea here is pretty simple. Just interface the grater with my angle grinder. Now, the last few times I've put things that aren't supposed to go on an angle grinder, some people haven't been super happy and claim that it's dangerous, but I figured there's no way that attaching a metal cutting instrument with a 3D printed piece could go wrong. The first problem I came across was that the angle grinder rotated the wrong way for the grater's cutting flutes. I tried to plug the angle grinder in backwards to fix this, but some idiot made one prong bigger than the other, so I couldn't. Instead, I flipped the grater around and cut the cap off so that the delicious veggies could escape after being grated. I then printed an adapter piece for the grater that fit perfectly. After gluing and clamping the grater to the adapter, I assembled the angle grinder salad shooter and gave it a whirl.
I think we're in business.
This thing was pretty spooky, and I was worried that my hand could get caught while feeding it vegetables. My solution was to make a funnel that would feed the veggies into the 10,000 RPM grater without losing any body parts.
For the first test, I've just got some cucumber loaded up in the funnel. You would then ask, hello sir, would you like some freshly grated vegetables with your salad? Tell me when.
After I changed my pants and cleaned up the stain on the ground, I put the grinder away and printed a different adapter that would interface with the drill. I used the same grater adapter, but installed a shaft that the drill could grip onto. I installed the new adapter and tested it with some radishes, but it became pretty clear I'd need a better way to keep the veggies on the grater.
I'm not sure what I expected.
I needed a way to mount the funnel, so I cut a hole in some plywood and put the funnel just above the hole. I tested it again, but the funnel was just too big and the veggies would slide right on by. I sourced a smaller funnel from one of my old prints, installed that onto the plywood, and tested again.
What the freak?
This time the funnel was too high above the grater, but it did make a super yummy looking cucumber.
I guess that counts.
I finally got smart and thought to use a PVC pipe as the funnel. That worked pretty well, and I was able to smash the veggies into the grater. Unfortunately, I went too far with my wooden ramrod and destroyed my 3D printed piece. So I just printed another one, slapped a stainless steel finish on the funnel structure like a proper kitchen appliance, and gave it a final test. Clearly, the salad shooter was ready. Now, every good salad has some fruit to go with it. My plan is to make a giant melon slapper, similar to this vegetable slapper thingy. I went to get some wood to build a frame, but apparently Lizzo sat on all of my boards. Like a true cheapskate, I cut them up anyway and started building the frames for my melon slapper. I made 2 perfectly square frames and then installed the slicing platform on one of them. At this point, I realized I had no idea how I was going to install the cutting blades into the wood. So I ignored that problem for now and started cutting my metal sheeting into strips. The idea here is that each metal strip would be sharpened and installed into a blade matrix like the vegetable slapper. Sadly, nobody solved my whole fit the blades in the slapper problem while I wasn't looking, so I started to cut notches out for each blade. I perfectly cut each notch by hand, reassembled the frame, and tried to install the blades. It went really well. So I Michelangelo'd it and made each notch a little bigger, and believe it or not, that actually worked. Finally, I mounted the hinges and then it was time for a little test.
Okay, the big slapper is finished. I think it might work. I want to save the watermelon until the end when I actually do the dinner because I've only bought 1 watermelon and they're actually kind of expensive. Instead, I have a different fruit that kind of has the same rind, a banana. Big slapper debut in 3, 2, 1. Huh. Well, I don't think I need to worry about the watermelon later. What if I use the watermelon to... Oh, that's the trick. Everything held together really nicely.
Even though this invention couldn't slice anything, my next gadget could slice almost too well. Cutting up lettuce the normal way is way too slow, so I decided to make an instant lettuce slicer. I started by throwing knives at a box because it was fun. And then had the idea to attach the knives to a drill-powered shaft. I drilled a hole through the knife handles and then mounted one on the shaft.
Whoa. I'm not shaking that. That's from the weight. Mildly terrifying, but that's good. That's what we like.
I then installed the other 2 knives on the shaft and almost got a knife installed in me. I built a little home for the lettuce slicer where it could spin freely and gave her a little test spin.
Test number 1.
That test went pretty well, but I generally like living, so I installed a safety plate and then gave it a bangin' chrome finish before testing some food.
Banana versus knives. Whoa! Okay, next test is 2 mini cucumbers. Like there's like a quantity 2. There's not too many of them. There's just 2. Very nice. Well, that seems like it worked. Whoa, we got select cucumbers! This thing actually seems to do pretty well, surprisingly, so I'm gonna wait to do the lettuce until the end, where I actually have to make the salad, because I don't want to break it, and then not have it, so, next one, I guess. Next thing.
The final gadget is a dressing applicator. I've always struggled with applying the perfect amount of sauce, so I wanted to create a precision instrument that would sauce up a salad for me. The Sawzall seemed like a perfect fit for this, since the piston just oscillates gently back and forth. I just needed to figure out a way to attach the dressing at the end of it. I started by taking an old blade and breaking it. I 3D printed a little holder for the dressing bottle and needed to drill holes in the blade to attach it to. Did I say drill? I meant glue. But that didn't seem to work either. When in doubt, just glue it again. And this time, it actually held. So I loaded it up for a little dressing rehearsal. The Sawzall worked perfectly, and now it was time to make a salad. You ready to eat some salad? Welcome to the Current Concept Cafe. Please sit anywhere you like.
This is a customer favorite table here. Let me get your seating arrangement ready. Just a little safety precaution we do here at the cafe. Here's your menu for the night. I'll come back in a couple minutes when you make a decision.
$10 for a salad?
Are you ready to order tonight, ma'am?
I think so. Can I get a salad, please?
Absolutely, that is a fan favorite here. So go ahead and put those on, please. We here at the Current Concept Cafe believe in the chef's table. What? A bug just flew out? Oh, sorry. Don't worry about it. First, tonight we're going to start with chopping up some of the lettuce.
I'm scared.
That's a normal restaurant experience notion to have. Did something just happen? We might have a frog, man. That's okay. Oh, perfect. Okay.
That worked really well.
Don't worry, I wash my hands.
You use blood?
We believe here at Current Concept Cafe that every salad needs a little freshly grated vegetables on the top. This is freshly grated, minced. So you didn't clean this out from last time. Okay, just tell me when. Just 1 second. Would you like that on top of your salad?
Please.
No
I
problem.
don't need anything done on my salad yet.
No problem, I got it.
You know, honey, this would make a really good juicer.
Oh! Would you like that on top of your
Please.
salad? Okay,
That'd be
yeah,
great.
no problem. Now, at this point, before the salad is finished, we like to offer a little side fruit. Would you like some fruit tonight?
I would love the side fruit.
Perfect. Now this is designed to slice it in one go, so you should have a perfectly sliced melon. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
That's known to happen. That happens every now and then. I wouldn't worry about that. Would you like any of this on your salad? Would you like some melon? Now, would you like some carrot with your meal tonight?
Please.
Now, it is at this time of the evening that we do ask that you don be provided your muffs. Are you ready for some carrot, Julienne, tonight?
I'm ready.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. 2, 1. It would appear that some of your lettuce has disappeared from the dish. I do apologize for that.
Where's the carrot?
Here for you. I'm so sorry about that. Our engineers have been hard at work making sure that the perfect amount of dressing can be had with just a simple trigger pull.
Nothing that screams classy like some Scotch tape.
Now, ma'am, can I offer you some dressing tonight?
Please.
Just a little bit?
No.
Will that be enough for you? Or would you like some more?
No more.
Oh. Will that be enough tonight?
That'll do it.
Oh, okay, perfect. Bon appetit.
I'm not gonna eat this.